Hey everybody, my name is Gerry, I'm from Wild Eye, and I've just returned from 1 month on safari, which included Uganda and Kenya, and during that time I photographed chimpanzees, tree climbing lions, even though they weren't climbing trees at the time, they were on the floor, gorillas, and then 2 weeks in the Masai Mara with river crossings, big cats, landscapes and such. Now, my two weapons of choice for this particular trip was the OM-1 and the E-M1X. Lenses, 300 f4 and the 40-150 f2.8, and then also some of the wider lenses, the 8-25 and the 7-14. Now, shooting in all of those various conditions, right, from deep forest where it's super dark, high ISOs, all the way to speed where you're photographing birds or river crossings, all the way to landscapes, wide angles, to your very intimate, close lion portraits when they're right next to the vehicle. I did not have a single situation where I felt I needed more gear. The quality out of the OM-1 and the E-M1X is phenomenal, and the only thing I could fault, if there's anything like that, is I would love to get a battery grip for the OM-1. The E-M1X, right, it's a beast. It's a big camera. It's still smaller than most. It is still, I mean, if you put the 300 f4 on there, you're shooting 600 equivalent. It's still a very manageable handheld device, but it sits well. The OM-1, ridiculously comfortable in the hand, but I find the bottom of my hand sometimes slips off. I think to have a battery grip on there would be really, really cool. So for my next trip, I'm going to Madikwe in a couple of weeks, and I'm going to try and get a battery grip and shoot it with the OM-1. But through all of the shooting, through all of the different variations of subjects and scenes and settings, I have zero situations that I can immediately think of where I wanted more gear or different gear. The tracking on the OM-1 is off the hook. It's ridiculously good. And I've been doing quite a bit of processing as well of the different files, the OM-1 and the E-M1X, and working with clients there's a range of different cameras, makes and models. There is nothing that I cannot do with my OM-1 and E-M1X files that anybody else can on any brand. I have now been per trip. I'm not putting out images per trip as such. I'm sharing on the OM Systems feed Africa here, but I'm doing monographs per trip where I look at 26 high-res printable images per trip that goes into a PDF document, right? That I will share out from there. And looking at the high-res stuff, even of something like the chimpanzees, which I've just finished, and going high-res on images that were shot with 2,500, 6,400 ISO. And after running it through things like Topaz Denoise AI and Topaz Sharpen AI, the quality is amazing. It is perfect. So I've spoken to a lot of people on the trip now who've tried the gear and such. I couldn't be more happy. I love the gear. It travels light. My little box that I take every day on game drive includes 3 camera bodies, because I also use an EM1 Mark II just for video and for monochrome shooting landscapes. Wouldn't change a thing. The system is small, it's powerful, and it has given me the freedom again to shoot anything in any way. I can hang out, I can shoot things, I can lift a 600 overhead and get different angles, I can hang out the car, shoot a 600mm one-handed, so many things, but the travel aspect is just phenomenal. Anyway, so I'm going to quickly share some of the images from the last while on the Instagram story here, and you can also scroll back in the feed. And then next week we will touch base on some of the more specialized functions on the OM-1. Loving the system, it's been a great shoot. If you have questions, comment below and I'll get in touch. Otherwise, I'll chat to you next week. My name is Gerry, I'm from Wild Eye. Have a good one. Bye for now.